My name is Brent Red. I'm concerned about the NSA facility being built up in northern Utah, a $2 billion, 1 million square foot facility to work in the secrets and in that area. I'm wondering if there's oversight when those people operate virtually under the radar and are dealing with certainly things of national security, but also what happens when they start dealing in our personal lives, which they will have the capability of doing. Could you address that, please?
Yeah, sure. I'm happy to do that. Thank you, Brent. Yeah, the facility you're describing is in Lehigh, not too far from my home, which is in Alpine. I've been out there and I've toured the facility. It's still under construction. It is an enormous facility, and it's also a very expensive facility. The interesting thing about it, what I found very surprising, was that there are very, very few people who will be working there. Those who will be staffing that facility will be almost entirely security staff, just to make sure that people don't get in who aren't supposed to be there, and the basic maintenance personnel. It is, in other words, not a big operational facility where there will be a lot of people working actively doing the intelligence. It's a data center. And so it's this big, huge building, but almost all of it, basically all of it, is just there to power and cool these giant supercomputers that are all hooked together that they use to process data that they acquire to evaluate threats to our national security. Now, as I understand the mission of the NSA, and this goes more directly to your concerns, the mission of the NSA deals with clandestine surveillance and intelligence gathering and analysis of data coming from outside the United States. So they look at it all over the world. The NSA's mission is not directed at domestic sources. And so their mission is not to look at what somebody in Blanding is talking about on the phone, or somebody in Alpine, or somebody in Peoria, Illinois, but people outside the United States. In any event, this facility that we're talking about in Lehigh is a data center. It is not an operational center. It is interesting that they chose to put it there. They have, one of their biggest costs associated with it is electricity. We in Utah have electricity costs that are very inexpensive relative to most of the rest of the country. And that's one of the biggest costs that goes into the operation of that place, and that's one of the reasons they put it there.